The formula I usually use to determine the neck round so that I'll get an exact neck round measurement is the neck round divided by 4 plus 0.5. So now we're working with a neck round of 16 inches. So I'm going to divide that 16 inches by 4. So 16 inches divided by 4, that will give me 4 inches. So 4 inches plus 0.5, that will give me 4.5 inches. So that 4.5 inches, now I'm going to first mark out the width of the neck. Now to determine the width of the neck, I'm going to divide that 4.5 inches into 2, because as you can see, fabric is folded into 2 this way. So now when I open it up, it's going to give me that 4.5 inch. But if I place 4.5 inches as it's folded this way, when I open it up, it's going to give me 9 inch. So I'm going to divide that 4.5 inches by 2. So 4.5 inches divided by 2, that will give me 2¼ inch. Then I'm going to mark my 2¼ inches. The back part of the top is usually longer than the front part by 3 inches. Now this 3 inches, if I fold it and overlap this front part, we're going to have 1½ inch around here, since I'm leaving 3 inches at the back part. So now that 1½ inch that will form the back part of the top, I'm going to take it out with my tape. Then I'm going to measure my 4.5 inch. So this is the marking for the length. When you now fold this back part and overlap it to the front part, this part will now make up the 1½ inch that I took out. I'm going to draw a box like this. I'm going to curve it this way. Then I'm going to cut the front part of the neck. So I'm going to curve it this way like this. So this is the front part of the neck. So now I'm going to slant the shoulder. We're working with a shoulder of 18.5. So 18.5 divided by 2 will give me 9¼ So I'm going to place my 9¼ I usually slant my shoulders by 2½ inches. If someone that is very muscular, you can slant it by 3 inches. And I'm going to mark my 2.5 inches here. So I'm going to draw the slanted line. From this position, I'm going to take it down. And I'm going to cut. I'm going to place my tape around this position. I'm going to take it up by 3 inches this way. So I'm going to mark the 3 inches here. Mark 3 inches. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to slant the back part of the senator top just the same way I slanted the front parts. I'm going to take the back piece now. I'm going to overlap it to the front part by ½ inch. I'm going to cut it a little with my scissors this way to mark the position. Then I'm going to open it up this way. From this position up to this position, we have 3 inches. I'm going to divide that 3 inches by 2. So I'm going to come down by 1½ inch. I'm going to use it and curve it this way and connect it to this place. Connect it. So I'm going to place my tape from here. Then I'm going to check whether the neckline aligns with the 16 inches that I want it to align with. When I place it this way, I'm going to place it round like this, as you can see. As you can see, this is 8. So when you open up the top, it's going to give you exactly 16 inches. So this is how to determine the neck round measurement of a top.